Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike with Fowler Family Farm. In today's video, we're going to be doing some work out here where I hunt. I got two different spots on our property that I hunt. I'm going to add a new two-man or a two-person ground blind over here so that I can use it from the south wind. I've never had that option over here. I've always just hunted from over here, which I only get a chance to hunt when there's a north wind in my tree stand, which is what I really want, because that's when I typically get the best bucks coming through here. But I do have some good does coming through as well, and it's best if I could hunt from the south, and I've never had that opportunity because I just never, I could have just hid myself, but I went ahead and bought a two-man. I'm gonna put it up here in a little bit. I also bought some corn from Walmart, and that's the thumbnail I used. Walmart's corn this year is $3 more expensive, $2 to $3 depending on your price that you found it at. But that's at least 25% more, and I don't think that's a I don't know if that's right on Walmart's part. Corn's plentiful. I don't know why they are charging that much more for it this year. I'm sure they're going to say it's because of transportation issues. Maybe it is, I don't know. But I still gotta have it, so I'm still going to buy it. And Tractor Supply is the same way. Their corn's $2 to $3 more per bag as well. And I bought the 50-pound bags. Actually, that might be the 40-pound bags. I don't even know. It's $10.99 instead of last year. You could find it for $7.99 or $8.99 depending on which store you went to. I will add a little bit of a video right here of me at Walmart picking that up and kind of complaining a little bit about it.
Why are you throwing stuff?
Because of that right there.
What was it last year?
It's $3 more. Or $2, depending on where you get your corn.
Corn that nobody can eat but deer.
Yep.
It's $3 more.
Thanks, Walmart.
And they said there's no inflation.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Walmart. Look at this. So even Buc-ee's has deer corn cheaper than Walmart.
It's true. Walmart.
Walmart's
I'm disappointed. $10.97.
What'd you just say? Walmart what?
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, we are. We're disappointed. And then I've got 3 cameras that I want to put up. One at each site that I hunt at, and then I want to put one up at where my chickens are being taken from. So I want to try to catch whatever varmint's getting my chickens. I want to try to catch it. Most people in my last video thought it was either, when they left the comments, they thought it was either a coyote or a bobcat. All right, so let's get started. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is put in this new camera that I got. This is a SpyPoint Link Micro LTE. This is a cell camera. I could not find any of the lithium batteries where I was at, so I did have to go with the alkaline battery. So this is probably going to die pretty quick. With this cell type service camera, I'm sure it's going to use a lot of battery. But you do have the option. They'd actually prefer you use the lithium batteries. I just couldn't find them. So it takes a micro SD card, 32 gigabytes or less, and you have to format that. And that was probably the hardest thing to do, and that was still pretty simple. I mean, it's simple to format a micro SD card. You turn it on. It'll blink red for a couple of times, then it'll start blinking green, and then that green will become a solid color, either red, amber, or green. Green means that you have a good connection with the cell tower, and then amber is a little bit less, but still okay, and then red is not very good. Okay. Mine earlier at the house was red. Wasn't getting that good of service, but it did take about 10 pictures up there while I was just messing around with it, and it sent it to my phone, so it got it. But we'll see what this one does. I'm going to go put it over here on this tree right here, because I hunt basically right here where the camera's at is typically where I want to have the deer at. That's where I want to find the deer, is eating right in this area where the actual camera's at. But this tree right over here, you can't see, it's not in the picture, but that's where we're going to put the camera. Okay, that's the tree I'm putting it on. I'm going to go ahead and knock the top of this brush off so that it doesn't interfere with the actual picture of the camera. I don't want to wipe it all out because I want it to look natural. But go ahead and take the tops of them off. All right, I think that's a good spot. I'm gonna go ahead and add another strap to it so it stays pretty secure. And it will be looking about right out there. Good spot. It's kind of where I want it. I'll be about 30 yards from any direction that I'm hunting from. I'm done with that. Not a whole lot I can do there. There's a lot of thorn bushes there. I do want to show y'all what I'm cutting with. It's not just your normal, it's not string, it's not weed eater string. I can't remember what they call this, but it's metal. So it looks like metal saw blades, really. Like hacksaw blades, sort of, or a jigsaw blade. And there's 3 of them, and it cuts through stuff so quick. It's way better than string when you're out here working in the brush. And this one's probably 4 or 5 years old, and I've never replaced it, and it's still cutting good. It's not sharp. I can run my thumb down the blade. It's not sharp at all, but it works really well. Okay, so this is the Caretaker run and gun. It's a 2-person hunting capacity. I did get this at Walmart. So we're gonna set this one up right here between these trees, and it's gonna allow me to shoot right through these small trees to the deer. Y'all can't really see it from this angle, but it's about still another 30 yards. And I will probably end up putting a lot of brush around this as well. So when I first put it up, it's gonna stick out like a sore thumb, even though it's camouflaged. But I will put some stuff around it, kind of hide it a little bit more. But I do want to put this up before I go on vacation. That way the deer kind of get used to it as they're coming through, and they're used to seeing it. And I won't be back here for 12 days. I may have my brother come in about halfway through my vacation and put some more corn down. All right, I may time-lapse this, or I may just start showing some of it and not really show this whole setup, because this could take several minutes. And I don't want to bore you guys with just setting up a tent. Okay, so that's a pretty easy tent to put up. We'll just go inside and look real quick. It says this is a 2-man. This is definitely a 1-man tent. You could, I mean, you could probably fit 2 people in here, but it would be uncomfortable. Okay, so I actually do like this one, the inside of this one, a little better. There's no actual zippers in here or Velcro, and that usually is very noticeable. So this is the left side I'd hunt out of. I'd actually probably never hunt out of this side, but this middle one, we'll take a look at it. Okay, so this would be the middle area. I'd probably put the left one back up, take down the middle and take down the right, and that's where I'd probably hunt from. I actually wouldn't take them all the way down. I'd probably just take one corner down of each. But where that corn bag is where I'd be hunting from. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put the stakes in the ground. That holds it a little bit. Doesn't do a whole lot of good, but it kind of keeps it in place. But I'm actually going to tie most of this down to a tree as well. I'll probably do that off camera. Okay, I went ahead and did a quick tie down on 3 sides. I didn't do the 4th side. Oh, I don't know if y'all can see that. Should probably tie it to trees too, but we'll give this a shot first and see how it does. Let me show you. It's pretty, I mean, it's pretty sturdy already. I'll just keep it closed and hopefully it don't blow away. One thing I actually forgot to show you guys is I did buy 2 of these mossy oak chairs. I think it's mossy oak. Yeah, it's mossy oak at Walmart as well. I think they were like $5.49 maybe, something like that. So went ahead and bought 2 of them. I don't know how good they are. I've never used them. And they actually have a pouch right here on one side so you can actually keep some stuff in it. So I'm gonna put one over in this ground blind, and I'll put one over at my other one. My other one I have a bucket that we set on too, so I'll have 2 chairs in there. I don't know how many of you guys hunt. This is a wild game camera. I've had them about 4 years probably. It's not a bad camera. I do want to get some new ones eventually, but I'm gonna make this work one more season. Alright, so let's power it on. It says it's 11:59. It's not 11:59. It is 12:51. 52. Date is it the 15th? I think it is. Huh. It's got the right date. 9/15. 2021. Alright. Almost messed that up. I don't have any smaller zip ties to use for this. I have smaller ones that won't fit, but I need the in-between size. But anyway, you guys tell me, you guys that hunt, everybody that hunts, guys, gals, it doesn't, whatever. You guys tell me if you use zip ties. To zip tie your cameras to like a T-post or something. All right, let's just cut this off. Okay, right here where I'm standing is where I like to try to get the deer to come in at. They always come from right over here, which is 500 and something acres of hunting lease. Actually, it's more of a fishing and bird hunting lease. They don't really do a whole lot of deer hunting out there, but they should. There's some nice deer out there. But most of my good deer from here, when I get here, come from right over here. It's empty pasture or open pasture. And the camera is right behind me. So we're in a straight line from the camera I just set up to where I feed out, and then I actually shoot from right over here. I don't use any kind of deer feeder, like electronic feeder at all. Because I live on this property, I can come back here every other day or whatever, sneak back here, or when I come hunt, I usually put more corn out when I'm hunting. So I have a deer feeder, probably need to set it up, but I don't. Well, it looks like somebody let Bella out. She found me. I don't mind her coming back here when I'm just setting stuff out, but I don't like them to let her out when I'm actually hunting. Because when I'm actually hunting, she will actually come find me, and then she'll scare everything off. So, okay, this is the area where, back in there is where I found the chickens, all the feathers. So I'm pretty sure this is where it's coming in and out of. I followed it this direction. So this is where we're going to try first to set up. I'm thinking about just putting it right here on this tree. I can get it coming in going. So I think we'll try it first and see if I get much, and if I don't, I may go back further into the woods and see if I get anything out there. Actually, let me just go look at that real quick first. Okay, in my last video that I talked about my chickens coming up missing, and I followed it back here, this is one of the spots. You can't really see it on video, but there's a lot of feathers right here. They're just kind of blending in with the ground, but then if you follow this direction, I mean, there's feathers all through here. Like something definitely was eating on something right in this spot. And then right here it's still pretty good, but then you can see all that. That's a lot of chicken right there. And then I know y'all can't see it, but right on the other side of that bushel of trees there is where the actual carcass is. And then the other spot was right over there. You're not gonna be able to see it either. I'm not gonna go back in there right now because I think I got poison ivy last week when I went back in here. I get poison ivy pretty bad. And I really don't want it right before I go on vacation. Okay, I'm gonna go get one more bungee cord. I don't have any zip ties I'd have to use several to go around this, and I don't have enough. So I'm gonna use bungees. But I only brought one down here, so I have to go get a couple more. But that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna wedge one more piece of wood back behind it so it's tilted more towards the ground. I think it's gonna pick up whatever walks through there, but just in case, I wanna maybe tilt it down a little further. But we're gonna give that a go. We'll see what happens. Okay, y'all, that's gonna wrap up another video. I'm gonna go drive around the whole property on the four-wheeler, check some fence line, and then probably go in and take a shower because I'm itching and I probably got poison ivy again. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If I do get any of the cell pick, Tanya's mom's talking to me. Hold on. I'm talking to the camera. If I get any pictures on the cell camera while I'm in Florida, I'll post those in some of the videos there, just to give y'all a heads up on what's coming in. Rest of the cameras I'll have to wait until I get back home to see what's on them. So anyway, see you guys on the next video. God bless.